Coming up on Mountain News this morning, hear how Kentucky tourism is doing after Governor Beshear's travel advisory. And if you're looking for a way to get outdoors and have fun while staying safe during the pandemic, one local business may have an answer.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Lacey Roberts. Thank you for joining us on Mountain News This Morning. You've made it to the end of the week. Today is a Friday, July 24th, or like I call it, Fry-yay. We've been seeing those off and on temperatures, but this morning we are seeing a couple patches of fog. Let's bring in our chief meteorologist, Paige Noel. She joins us this morning to show us where those areas are. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning, Lacey. Definitely those low-lying areas dealing with that fog, especially after such a rainy day we saw yesterday and some rain we saw last night as that cold front moved through. We're also still seeing some clouds stick around. We'll take you up to that camera on top of Buffalo Mountain where you're not really seeing too much fog. Definitely seeing those clouds though, but that sun's starting to peek out, so hopefully we'll see those clouds actually clear pretty quickly at times, but looking like even a gorgeous sunrise hopefully happening soon. But foggy, looking over into the Mountain Parkway and parts of Powell County. So definitely those low-lying areas dealing with some issues this morning. And as we look at that visibility map, less than a mile in Harlan and even towards Hazard. So definitely take it easy out there if you're traveling along that area down into the Cumberland Valley from Somerset to Williamsburg, also dealing with some issues this morning. So take it easy out there. Just take it slow on this Friday. Like Lacey said, it is Friday. Enjoy it. 69 right now in Jackson and Prestonsburg, 67 in Pikeville, 73 up into Ashland, 66 in Harlan, 68 down into London and Williamsburg. Today we'll get near about 85 degrees. Now we're going to hang on to some stray showers and see that mixture of sun and clouds throughout the day, but heading into the next couple of days, we're going to see that sunshine really return, hot temperatures return also heading into the weekend. We'll also hang on to some scattered storms heading into that new work week, along with a little bit of a cool down. I'll have details on that coming up in a little bit.
Thank you, Paige. And Governor Andy Beshear issued a travel advisory earlier this week asking people to quarantine for 14 days if they travel to places seeing a high number of COVID-19 cases. The state's travel industry officials are encouraging people to think about vacationing within the state, saying there's plenty to do and see closer to home. Whether it's lakes or unique places only found in Kentucky, people are listening. Officials like Hank Phillips say they are pleased that there have not been limitations on people coming into the state and that it's okay for Kentuckians to travel within the state.
Our history and culture and just the enjoyment of getting out and experiencing Kentucky, we are seeing that happening.
Phillips says that despite more people traveling in Kentucky, the tourism industry here is still hurting, especially hotels that depend on conventions and conferences. He says the best thing that people can do to help is to wear a mask wherever you go because tourism attractions are pleading to remain open. And if you are looking for a reason to get out of the house and have a little fun while staying safe, WYMT's Madison program, it takes us to one local business that combines fun and the outdoors.
Here at SUP Kentucky Underground Paddleboarding, it's all about having fun while enjoying the outdoors.
Our underground tour, which is where we are now, is our most popular tour. It's in the Red River Gorge and you paddle underground with LED lights, so it's a pretty unique experience.
Heather Warman, the owner, explains to us what a tour is like. First, with safety.
You stand out here with me, you get your helmets, you get your life jacket, you get your headlamp.
And if you have never paddleboarded or kayaked before, no worries. She says the tour is geared towards beginners.
And then we go in.
And off we go, underground into the abandoned limestone mine.
And then we sort of give you the history of the mine, how it got here, what happened, how long it's been here.
Stopping to see creatures along the way.
We have a few salamanders, we have some cave crickets, we have some cliff swallows that live in here.
Then reaching the dock where you load onto your board or kayak.
The tour lasts about an hour. We paddle about 1 mile. It's actually 5 acres underground.
Being a small tour business, their business model has not changed very much through the pandemic.
We have added the masks for when we load and unload people. So anytime we're within 6 feet of you, we do cover our faces.
but distance is no problem.
This thing is massive. We have 70-foot hallways, 40-foot high ceilings. You know, there's tons of room in there. So people don't realize you can be really far away from each other the entire time.
As they prepare for whatever the future might bring.
So we will be open if people want to be here.
Taking off to paddle through a fun experience and enjoy some fresh air. In the Red River Gorge, Madison Pergram, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, tours max out at 10 people. They also have different tours at Cumberland Falls and at Grayson Lake State Park. You can find more information on our website at WYMT.com. And the Kentucky State Fair is still on for 2020, but that leaves a lot of work trying to safely plan the massive event during this pandemic. The Kentucky State Fair Board met via Zoom yesterday to discuss their developing plans. Blake Henry, the general manager of the Kentucky International Convention Center, says this year won't offer as much, but beyond that, looks a lot better.
We lost an incredible amount of business for 2020, there's no doubt. However, we've managed to keep the majority of the business still in our pipeline and reschedule these events for 2021 and beyond. We're leveraging our relationships, applying deposits, adjusting contract terms, expanding space, and working to get event approval from Frankfurt for the few events that we have remaining for 2020.
The fair is less than 1 month away now. It will run from August 20th until August 30th. There will be reduced capacities and most events will be outside when social distancing measures, of course, in place. And one Ohio man thought that he would never be able to do what he loves again, riding roller coasters. Weighing in at 430 pounds, Jared Ream was too big to fit in the seats. But then he found the motivation he needed in the announcement of Orion, Kings Island's first ever Giga coaster, and lost nearly 200 pounds in just 10 months. Orion was the goal and he took no days off to get there. Jared says Orion was worth the work and he plans to ride it over and over again.
If it was the motivation for me to change my life, and I'll think about that every time I ride the ride.
In addition to regaining the ability to pursue one of his favorite things, Jared also says the weight loss helped him come off of a variety of medications. According to Kings Island, Orion is one of the only 7 Giga coasters in the world, meaning it has a height or drop of 300 to 399 feet. No thank you for me, but Jared, you can write that for us all. And you have seen multiple stories of parades here in the mountains, but one parade celebrated a very long life. Rosie Combs lives in the Hazard Nursing Home and turned 102 yesterday. Her family normally plans a big birthday celebration, but since COVID-19, they are unable to all be together. The Hazard Nursing Home surprised her with the birthday parade with all her family members and Hazard Police. Her daughter, Thelma Knowles, says this process has been difficult, but says she appreciates what staff members at the facility are willing to do for their residents, and that just seeing her mother smile and wave made all the difference.
They've done as much as they could possibly do to make this a good day for her, and we appreciate this facility.
After the parade, her family surprised her with a more personal visit and a birthday cupcake and song. Staff members say that she truly enjoyed herself and was excited to see her family all together once again. And the global pandemic weighs heavily on first responders, a job that is already full of stress with high-pressure situations. One 13-year-old girl from Harlan County decided to step up and show her support. WYMT's Tommy Poole has more.
It's an industry that catches a lot of heat.
We know as troopers and law enforcement that no matter how we perform on a daily basis, how hard we work, that there is people out there that just unappreciative. But that is life.
13-year-old Madison Daniels gets it.
My papa, Jerry Fee, was the police officer for Harlan City Police, and he would tell me stories, and I realized how much police officers are disrespected and unappreciated.
That is why she started a support page.
I have the Instagram page at Madison's Officer Fund. There's an Amazon wish list and it is addressed to my P.O. box.
Raising money and receiving donations for items law enforcement officers need.
Tourniquets and CPR masks. I've received cash donations to purchase snacks for different departments.
But what we are thankful for are the Madisons of the world. We know that she has dedicated her time, her energy, money, every day to change the world.
Since January, Daniels has delivered items to several departments around the mountains.
I've donated to Harlan County Sheriff's Office, Bell County Sheriff's Office, Middlesboro Police, Pineville Police, Harlan City Police, and Post 10.
Helping out, but also keeping officers going.
It's people like Madison who actually gives us the courage and the hope that tomorrow will be a better place.
So that they can protect the place we love, home. In Harlan County, Tommy Poole, WYMT Mountain News.
Madison Daniels also has items for K9 units as well, like dog food and dog toys. We have a link to our Facebook page on our website, WYMT.com.
And that sun is starting to rise this morning. It's a little bit gloomy out there. Good morning. The time now is about 6:41. Time to get a look at your local weather. Take you up to some of those cameras where you can see that sun rising as we look at that UVA WISE camera. A little bit some fog in those low-lying areas. Hopefully we'll start to see those clouds get out of here in the next couple of hours or so as that cold front that we saw yesterday continues to kind of push out of here and take those clouds with it. Near 69 right now in Jackson, 68 in Irvin, 68 down into the Cumberland Valley for a lot of you, 69 in Bell County, 66 over into Harlan. So kind of a comfortable start to this morning. And as we head kind of hour by hour, mostly cloudy skies, turning to partly cloudy skies, some very, very isolated thunderstorms possible today, mostly probably just some rain showers. Temperatures getting into about those mid 80s, upper 80s for those of you maybe seeing more sunshine for today. Overall though, not looking like a bad day here in the mountains. Temperatures though will start to warm up, especially heading into the weekend, upper 80s to lower 90s. Then for your Tuesday, we're going to start to cool back down as we bring in more rain chances, and we'll see a little bit of some cooler temperatures heading into next week. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more WYMT Mountain News this morning coming up right after the break.